Boy, it sure is a bright one. We'll go ahead and get ourselves in the house. And we're checking up on things over here while I'm on this side of town. There we go. Oh, man. Well, look at it. Looks like there's still a lot of painting going on. There's the paint and primer in one. Well, pretty much you get that through Sherwood Williams. But anyway. What is up, everybody? Jay Baker Vlogs here, and welcome to the next episode of Love's new series. Well, I gotta say, we're in here after a long time, and gotta say, just look at these brand new floors. This is beautiful. Just a look through is what we are looking at. So far, we're pretty much coming over here and taking a look at things. We're pretty much over here to check on things, I will say. Still, the electricity is on in this place. I think my dad and stepmother continue to pay the electric bill on it. But anyway, my dad told me he had some cameras in here. Some that we could take over there and I could watch Love on my phone. But anyway, we'll have to look for them at a later date. Or when my dad is over here and I could come over and we can look together. Well, I gotta say, guys, we are almost to the end of an era. We are down to our last 3 episodes after this week. And so far, I hope everybody is excited for what is to come in the fall of 2024. So far, with the sequel series 2 coming up this fall, it's going to be pretty good. Well, anyway, we'll come up here, up the stairs. Now, they did leave a lot of lights on. This right here, the fan. Still, the artworks are left up here. I mean, I don't know. I might take these off the wall and take them to Brady. I don't know what's going on. I mean, if my stepbrother gets that puzzle picture, and that would be pretty good. But anyway, just come in here and take a look at things. Oh yeah, the old bedroom. It's a bedroom. Out of season 8, episode 9 and 10, it's a room that big day. Remember that episode? The big day was when we were getting everything loaded up and we had a lot of things taken down, putting in the truck, and then taking it off to my new place. But anyway, yeah, it is a pretty good place, and so far, I miss being in here a lot. I remember all the Christmases, all the holidays we had in here. It's a genuine memory as we look at it through the vlog series and Love's new series, everything. And here, we keep all my clothes, everything. And so far, it It was pretty good. Good memories. But no, there's a lot of work going on in this house. There's going to be a lot of painting going on. They're going to paint the walls in here. And so far, they're going to do the whole house. They're already getting the downstairs already taken care of, and so on. Yeah, in here, Dad's former restroom room. You guys can see that it's one of them things. Man, we still have things in here. We got the water vacuum, and then pretty much all this other stuff in here too. But anyway, I was on this side of town just to make sure that the Springwood home is good. And so far, I'm taking a look at all the bedrooms, everything going on. I do see a lot of ants in here, so pretty much you're gonna have to spray through this whole home with a pest killer and kill all the ants. But anyway, yeah. So we don't have anything in here. And I don't know if we do or not, but we could check anyways. I don't think we do. Man, and just look at that. That is a perfect view from the neighbor's home. And just look how green their grass is. It's just beautiful. The way we look at it. Well, I don't know where Mr. Great Dane and Mr. Doberman are. I think they're waiting for me on the porch to come outside and say hello. A lot of times when I do come over here, I would usually go out there and give them a good petting. I don't think them dogs ever receive a big greater reward than just getting loved on and petted. It's like me and love, you know. I will always pet her like no tomorrow and show her the attention, you know. But anyway, yeah, I'll say a lot of things still remain. Even this cabinet is still full of things. But anyway, yeah, there's just still a lot of things up in this room. And I come in here and we check on things. Yeah, of course, I would drop a medicine bottle on the floor. Oh, boy. But anyway. Oh, look at that nice little quilt right there. Yeah, and as you can see, this is the upstairs walk-in closet, I will say. And, well, so far, there is still a lot of stuff in here. But anyway, got these cool little markers. Look how good one of my stepbrothers is creating artwork. He drew the rose. He drew these black and white lines and stuff. I would say that is a pretty neat thing. And as you look, this celebrates Christmas. You see the Christmas tree, the packages, fire in the fireplace, the recliner chair, well, everything. You actually see it right there. He's a pretty good artist. He will draw almost any design. He does his little doodlings, this and that. He's a really good artist. I mean, he should probably paint a canvas like a Bob Ross canvas. Well, we look at Bob Ross, and so far he painted canvases, like really unique pictures with all of his colors. He had 12 colors on one palette, and it's something that looks just like this. I mean, something that looks beautiful, you know. As you as you may know, as you rub against this canvas, you may know it is a canvas. It is a real, actual, live canvas. And it's pretty. I mean, they use all types of paints and bristled brushes, this and that. It's a pretty picture as you look at it. I mean, it's a fall-like picture. You know, you see the leaves are orange and red and a little bit of green left over from the summertime. And well, so far you probably already know that's a pretty picture. But anyway, yeah, so we're coming over here and we're checking up on things. Well, and I gotta say, when coming back to this house is saying to me, I feel lonely. You know, we had memories in this home, you know, and I will say it is memories that will be with us forever. I mean, as you look over there, there's a dining room. We had breakfast every morning. And so far, we had a TV right on this wall. And so far, we had the couches and chairs right over here. And close to this window, we had recliners and so on. Well, you guys have seen it during season 7 and so on. Well, I will say seasons 1 through 7, I will say. But anyway, we're going to come back in the backyard and we are going to check on things. Well, we'll say that we have Love's little cage right here. And so forward. There's just a lot of things back here. Now, as you look at the grass, you can tell that the grass has not been mowed in months. The grass is also wet by yesterday's rainstorm, which we do have a lot more rainstorms than where this is going. But anyway, I will say there is a lot of grass right here. And so far, there needs to be a whacker that will pretty much get the grass. It is going to be cold tomorrow, so just to let you guys know, it's going to be freezing tomorrow. Temperature wise, about 39 degrees for the high, 21 for the low. And we have multiple days of rain. But anyway. I will say this episode will be long. We just come over here and check up on things. If the neighbor dogs are out here, usually they come running when they hear my car alarm. come by and see them. Yeah, this grass is wet, and I don't know if the neighbor dogs are here or not, but we got to see them at least 2 weeks ago. They're probably inside the house. But anyway, yeah, and as you guys can see, there is a direct TV satellite dish up there. And so far we had direct TV way back then. And well, my dad and stepmother had canceled them because they were being overly priced. And pretty much affiliation of DirecTV is AT&T, which is the parent company of DirecTV. Now, way back then, when I was a kid, we had Dish Network. There was a dish that had a logo that said 500. There was another dish that we got, and it had the 1500 on there. And it's not including HD. Like you look at all your HD channels, I'm going to choose one channel in particular, and that would be like Cartoon Network HD. And so far you get like 3 Cartoon Network channels. You get your HD one, you get your normal one, then you get your Cartoon Network 2, which is also your West. Now, I will say you have 2 Cartoon Network channels. That's a pretty good thing. I wish they would put another Cartoon Network channel on YouTube TV. That'd be really good if they did. And that way, you miss one show, you can always go back and catch it again later on. And I talk about Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network used to be one of the greatest channels. Back in 2008, we had the Clone Wars. And so far, I've always watched it every Friday night. And, we had Cable One at the Odessa house. Well, I will say Odessa trailer. But anyway, it was pretty good, Every Friday, the Clone Wars was new. They had Batman and the Secret Saturdays and Ben 10, all 4 shows every Friday night. And I will say I miss those good old days. I mean, Cartoon Network is not the way that it was. They took away the good shows and they replaced the good shows with the newer shows, and so far it's not the same anymore. I will put it that way. But anyway, well, I will say everything on those trees are just dead. I mean, you look at these trees. These were my dad's favorite trees. And plus, there ain't no leaves on them. And I'm guessing when I come over here, I'll start picking those pecans up. Speaking of pecans, we need to come over here and see if we have some on the ground. And usually I'll get me a plastic sack and I'd pick those up and stuff. Anyway, I don't see any. I mean, check the ground. I don't see nothing. I guess the squirrels took them and ate them. But anyway. Yeah, good old times on this porch. Just sad that everybody had to move. I hated this move so badly. It wasn't fun to see them go all the way to Brady and have to live 2.5 hours away. You know, I know they didn't want to be in San Antonio anymore. I mean, I guess that's just the way it is. It's going to have to be. Anyway. Man, and I will say this, I enjoyed being in this kitchen. A lot of times, I'd had my cooking videos right here, making tacos or burritos, you name it. Those were the good old days. I do enjoy it. Go ahead and come in here, check the garage. Now, I will say this, there is one light. While those three are burned out, there's just a mess in here. Like you wouldn't even believe we still have the vending machines. I mean, you look at them, the vending machines, this and that. There are machines that you wouldn't even believe. I mean, just a lot of stuff. And plus old Amazon packages that got my name on them. Anyway. Well, I think everything looks good. We're checking every corner of the house. We're making sure that things are good. Huh. What the? How did this get here? I think they were painting these walls, and so they had to figure out a place to put this out and stuff. But anyway, we'll pretty much put it in here. Cross with crown of thorns and nails. And what would we do without him? If he didn't give his life for us, none of us would have had hope. But anyway. And it's just as celebrating Christmas, you know. When we first celebrated Christmas here, we always told others that it's not about getting gifts. And then it's about remembering, because when you think about it, it's a Christian holiday. If you think it's about getting gifts, you got to think again, because it's not. I mean, you just got to think about that. Just a FYI or something. But anyway. Well, we had a lot of good times in this place, I will say. Families that gathered, like during season 5, we look at that one episode where we were celebrating our final Christmas. And well, Duncan and Megan and the baby, they came over. My dad was here, everybody. They were having a good time. It was pretty much a good time. But anyway, I will say that good times will never die. Good times will be remembered. And just like this home, this, in a few weeks from now, it will be the end of an era. Because the first ever Love's New series is coming to its end. And everybody knows it. We come back here and we visit. We visit the next door neighbor dogs. Which they're not in the backyard, they're probably inside the house, like I said. Because basically they're not even out there. Or they're probably out in the, with family, checking up on family during this weekend. Now we come over here and we check on things, see how this place actually looks. This place is empty. I mean, there's nobody, there hasn't even been anybody that's been living here for already the past 2 seasons that I've been filming. I mean, we look at it, the move out was season 8, episode 9 and 10. And look where we are now. We're almost to the end of season 9. And, well, so far I just think this move was obviously too soon. But it was my dad and stepmother's decision. They said, hey, we're going to move to Brady because she's got a college friend that lives out in Brady. And, well, pretty much she wanted to be close near to her college friend. And this is what caused the move. I mean, I'm not mad at the whole idea. I mean, it would have been nice if my dad and stepmother would have asked her to come live here, and we would still be close. Family would still be close by with each other. I mean, it's hard to think about this place just being so empty with nobody to live inside of it until this place gets on market. The market industry is not good right now. I mean, they're waiting. I mean, they still got a lot of things to take out and stuff. What my point of view is. I mean, my point of view is this move was too soon. And I never thought that season 8 would have been it. But we look at season 9, which we are in, and knowing that this will be our last season in this first ever series. but it's not over. So don't take it like, oh, he's ending the series early, and you know, there will be a sequel series too, just to let you guys know. I am not done with Love's new series. Just because we are going from one era to a new era, it doesn't mean that the show is over. There's going to be another show right after it. And we're going to be filming like you wouldn't even believe. As we get up in to this year, I will say 2024 is going to be the year of revival for Love's new series. Instead of getting one season, we are shooting for 2. And that means for the plan of the sequel series 2, we're evidently going to have 22 on season 1 and 22 on season 2. And we're going to have both seasons come out in the year 2024, going into the baseball season of 2025. But anyway, so I will say that release dates are coming. The production of the episodes will be here before we know it. And so far, you guys can watch the series premiere once it debuts in this fall. But anyway, it's going to be pretty good. Hope you guys get in here and like, comment, subscribe, and also put all the notifications by hitting that notification bell straight to all. But anyway. Yeah, it is nice and warm in here. I bet at night it gets pretty spooky in here. Well, I will say it pretty much does, because it's dark, there's nobody around, this place is vacant. So yeah. Yeah, I will say we probably got a little bit more on this episode. Shoot, you know what? I might as well. This was our painting, so I might as well just take this with me, because I'm probably going to put it somewhere in my place. And I might take that sleeping bag and I'll put it somewhere. Got some paper towels, this and that. Now everything's starting to look good. Well, yeah, we're gonna have to look for the cameras at some other time. I don't know where they're at. They're buried. They're in this house somewhere. I just don't know where they are. But we'll find them. And plus, I will say we got 2 TVs in this house. But I will say if my TV ever goes out, I will buy a new one. Whew. Well, we got the water shut off. The freeze is coming. I mean, before you know it, tonight it will get cold. I mean, I will say it. It will get cold. So it will get cold in this house because basically the air conditioner and heater have been disabled, and pretty much the panel. I will show you guys the panel. As you can look at this panel right here, you can tell that there is nothing on. This thing, it doesn't even work. So pretty much there ain't no running water. So if you try to wash your hands or go to the bathroom or whatever, you may know there ain't no water. So anyway, no water. You'll be like, oh man. Yeah. Well, I'm guessing we're gonna go ahead and get ready to go back home and stuff. I thought I'd come over and check out the Springwood home. I think at some certain point we will get one more visit. So we'll be back here some point, probably this next week or so. We'll come back and we'll take a look at this place as we approach the next weekend. Well, I should have came down on Saturday. It would have been nice. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's vacant. I think it reminds me, well, I think it was the time when nobody lived here. I think when my stepmother and my two stepbrothers and, well, the former husband that came here, they purchased this house, and we'll say it was a pretty good one. It's pretty good that they had this place, and then, well, 2012, or probably 2012, somewhere in there. 2013, me and my dad, we had moved to San Antonio, and so far, first time ever got to choose my bedroom. It's a pretty good one. And me and my dad, we were moving all my things up there. We had a pretty good time. Just getting all that stuff upstairs, I will say. It's a pretty good place. But anyway, we reflect on the past, but I think it's more wise to focus more on the future and so on. But anyway, well, we're going to go ahead and lock this place up, and we'll get going. Gotta go get ready for tomorrow. Gotta look for the right key. Well, anyway. All right. Ooh, and that sun is just bright. And just come over here and look at things. Make sure everything is good. But anyway. Well, I was under the impression that the neighbor dogs are going to be outside waiting on me, but I will say, I don't think this week we'll get to see them, but maybe next week we'll get to see them. Anyway. Whew, it is hot. Well, we've been filming for almost an hour. Now, if you guys may know, look at this brand new steering wheel cover that I just got from Amazon. This is a pretty good cover on there. It says Mitsubishi, and it's got the logo on there as well. But anyway, got me some Bush's chicken. I always get Bush's during the weekends. Pretty good. Well, yeah, let me straighten up my glasses. Well, I gotta say, we're gonna head home and we're gonna eat our lunch. And so far, we will see y'all next time on the last new episode of this season before the big season finale